Have you ever felt the exhaustion of being the one who loves more? The one who remembers every date? The one who sends the double texts? The one who worries when the tone of his voice changes slightly? You pour your energy into him like water into a desert sand, hoping that if you just give enough, love will finally bloom. But instead, it disappears. He pulls away. He takes you for granted. And then, one day, you reach a breaking point. You don't do it to manipulate him. You don't do it to play a game. You do it because you are simply tired. You stop checking his phone. You stop asking, "What are we?" You stop trying to fix him. You let go. And in that precise moment of silence, something miraculous and confusing happens. He wakes up. He starts calling. He starts chasing. He looks at you with a hunger he hasn't shown in years. Why? Why does love seem to run from us when we chase it and run to us when we stop caring? Today we are going deep into the psychology of detachment, using the wisdom of Carl Jung and the laws of human nature. We will uncover why your indifference is actually the most powerful aphrodisiac in the world. This is not about being cold. It is about understanding the law of reversed effort. It is about learning that in the realm of attraction, you do not attract what you want. You attract what you are. If you are ready to put down the heavy burden of chasing and let love come to you, listen closely. Let's begin with a brutal truth that most of us learn the hard way. The harder you try to force a man to love you, the less he is able to feel that love. In psychology, this is known as the law of reversed effort. Imagine you are in quicksand. The more you struggle, the more you panic, and the harder you kick, the faster you sink. But if you stop moving, if you lie back and float, you survive. Relationships work the same way. When you care too much, you are operating from a frequency of lack. Your anxiety, your constant checking, your need for reassurance, all of it screams to his subconscious mind, "I am not enough on my own. I need you to complete me." Carl Jung taught us that human beings are energetic mirrors. When you project neediness, he reflects distance. It is a balancing act. If you are leaning 100% forward, he must lean back just to keep the balance. He has no space to move toward you because you have already filled all the space with your anxiety. But when you stop caring, when you genuinely detach, you create a vacuum. You pull your energy back into your own center. And suddenly the dynamic shifts. He feels a sudden drop in pressure. The weight of your expectations is gone. And for the first time in a long time, he has the freedom to wonder about you. He wonders, where did she go? Why isn't she asking for my attention anymore? This curiosity is the spark of attraction. You see, men are hunters by nature, not in a predatory way, but in a psychological way. They value what they have to earn. When you serve your love on a silver platter before he has even asked for it, it has no value. It is cheap energy. But when you withdraw, you become expensive energy again. You are not being mean. You are simply respecting yourself enough to stop watering a dead plant. And ironically, that is exactly when the rain comes. This brings us to the second profound realization. You cannot be his mother and his lover at the same time. When you care too much, when you are constantly fixing his problems, managing his emotions, and asking him if he is okay, you are unknowingly stepping into the archetype of the mother. In Jungian psychology, the mother archetype is nurturing, yes, but she is also safe, predictable, and devoid of sexual mystery. A man loves his mother, but he does not desire her. He does not chase her. He knows she will always be there. By stopping your overcaring, you step out of the mother role and back into the role of the anima, the mysterious feminine force that inspires him, challenges him, and drives him wild. Think about it. When you are busy living your own life, when you are passionate about your own growth, you become a moving target. A moving target requires focus to hit. It requires effort. When you sit still, waiting for his text, you are a stationary target. You are boring to his primitive brain. But there is a deeper, darker layer to this. It involves the shadow. Often we care too much because we are projecting our own lack of self-worth onto him. We think, if I make myself indispensable to him, he can never leave me. This is a shadow contract. You are giving to get. You are trading care for safety, and he feels it. He feels the heaviness of your expectation. When you stop caring, you break this contract. You effectively say to the universe, I am enough. I do not need his validation to feel whole. This is a terrifying moment for the ego, but it is a liberating moment for the soul. And do you know what happens in his mind? He experiences a pattern interrupt. He is used to you reacting. He is used to you getting upset. He is used to you trying harder. When you suddenly stop, his brain sounds an alarm. Something has changed. Is she slipping away? Have I lost her? This uncertainty is crucial. We often hear that communication is key, and it is. But in the early stages of reattraction, mystery is more important than communication. Your silence speaks louder than your words ever could. Your absence teaches him to appreciate your presence. It is like oxygen. You don't think about air when you are breathing normally. You only panic about air when it is taken away. When you are constantly there, constantly caring, you are just air. He breathes you in without a second thought. But when you detach, when you pull back, you take the oxygen out of the room, and suddenly he is gasping. Suddenly he realizes how much he needs you just to feel normal. But, and this is the most important part, you cannot fake this. You cannot pretend to stop caring while secretly checking his last seen status every 5 minutes. Energy does not lie. If you are faking it, you are still attached. You are still waiting, and he will feel that psychic cord still connected to him. True detachment means you are willing to lose him to find yourself. It means you reach a place of radical acceptance. You accept that if he is meant for you, he will step up. And if he is not, your silence will filter him out of your life to make room for someone who will. This takes courage. It requires you to face the void of the unknown. But in that void, you find your magnetism. A woman who is happy within herself, a woman who does not need a man to make her day good, is the most dangerous addictive creature on earth. She glows. She radiates a light that men want to be near, because it is not a light that demands fuel from them. It is a light that burns on its own. So how do you actually do this? How do you stop caring without becoming bitter? It begins with a shift in focus. You must stop making him the sun of your solar system. Right now, he is the sun, and you are a planet orbiting around him, freezing in his shadow. You need to become your own sun. This means you reclaim your time. The hours you spend analyzing his texts, spend them reading, exercising, or building your business. The energy you spent worrying about his feelings, spend it on mastering your own emotions. When you do this, you undergo a transformation that Jung calls individuation. You become a whole person, and a whole person is intimidating in the best possible way. He will sense the shift. He will feel the cord cut, and his primitive instinct will kick in. He will realize that the sure thing is no longer sure. He will realize that if he wants to be in your orbit, he has to build a rocket ship to reach you. He has to put in the fuel. He has to put in the effort. This is the beauty of the law of reversed effort. By stopping the chase, you invite the pursuit. By letting go of the control, you gain the power. Let me leave you with this final thought. When a man realizes that your happiness does not depend on him, he feels two things: fear and awe. Fear of losing you, and awe of your strength. And it is in that precise intersection of fear and awe that deep, lasting love is born. He isn't falling in love with your indifference. He is falling in love with your self-respect. He is falling in love with the fact that you chose yourself over his validation. So take a deep breath, release the grip, put down the phone, step back into your own life. Trust the void you are creating. It is not empty space. It is a magnetic field. You have done enough. You have loved enough. Now it is time to simply be and watch how the world and him rearranges itself around you. The woman who doesn't need him is the only woman he truly needs.